Hey there, today I'm going to show you how to draw Primal Kyogre from Pokemon. So we're going to start with the line that separates the upper and lower head. So starting at the front, we're going to draw a curved line going upwards, but along the way we're going to stop so that we can draw in the eye area. So here we're going to draw a curve just around the upper eye and come back down. From here we're going to continue backwards, so going back just a little bit. Okay, from here let's start with the eye. So here we're going to draw a semicircle. So starting at the front here, we're just going to come up a little bit. Draw sort of like a half circle, sort of tucked in underneath. We're going to make that twice as thick. Up. Now we're going to draw the iris. So a smaller circle underneath. And then the little pupil tucked in underneath the eyelid. And we'll color that in black. From here, let's go along the bottom. So we're going to curve the bottom part of the head. So we're going to start at the front and work our way towards the back. And then from here, just stop right here, and we're going to draw a little fin. So what we're going to do is we're going to do an overlap and draw a curve towards the back. From here, we're going to curve up. From here at the back of the head split, we're going to curve into that fin, just like so. Okay, let's work our way up the top, and we'll come back to the arms. So from here, we're going to curve the top of the back. We're going to go all the way down to the back where the fin would be. So starting up here, curve up this way. So I just want to make sure I got the right curve going up, and we're going to curve to the back right about here. Okay, so then from this point we're going to double thicken this line around the eye area. So we're going to start at the front, we're going to work our way towards the eye. So then we'll go up above the eye, curving around, and then we'll go up. And now we're going to bring this in towards that fin. So coming in just like so. Okay, now that we have that, let's work our way down towards the arm, the first arm on this side, because this is going to be drawn on top of the whole body, so we're going to have to draw this in first. So what's going to happen is we're going to start right about here beside this little curve. We're going to curve out to the first finger, and there's 4 fingers here. So I'm going to curve around this fin and then come back just a little bit. Now from here, I want to draw 4 little curves to sort of allow those fingers to get planted inside. So from here, I'm going to go to the back here. It gets a little pinched in at the arm, and it's going to come out wide so that we have enough room for all 4 fingers. So right about here, I'm going to draw a curve that goes out and then back down. So now this is a span for all 4 fingers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a curve. Now draw a curve on either end, and then I'm just going to draw a straight angled line in between. I'm going to draw another curve here, and just enough room for one little line across there. Now we can fit in 4 little fingers here. So from this corner, I'm going to draw an angled line down, and this is going to start to come in towards each other. And we're just going to square off that finger, or that claw. Do the same thing on the end first, before we go in towards the middle fingers. Just close it off there. Now from here, I'm just going to draw 2 lines coming in towards each other, then closing that off. And then the final one is coming in and closing that off like that. Okay, before we get into all the details, I'm just going to block out the rest of the body. So back here, there's another fin. So what I'm going to do another overlap and draw a curve to the back of the fin. And then from here, I'm just going to bring it right back in like so. Let's draw the one in the back. So the one on the opposite side, you're just going to see the tip of it. So right about here, draw a curve, and I'm just going to pull this right back in. Now from here, this back actually curves all the way around and towards the tail. But right here at the end of the tail, there's a couple fins that come out here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop somewhere around here. So I'm going to do an overlap, curve down, and just kind of let this pull up like so. From here, we're going to have to draw in all those fins. So what I'm going to do is do an overlap here, and curve up, and then pull it back. Now from here, I'm just going to do an overlap like this, and just draw a natural little curve, do another overlap, and draw another curve out. From here, I'm going to pull this in and come back in this way. So what I'm going to do is start at the tip, come out. Now from here, I'm going to pull this right back in behind the body like so. We're going to have to draw the back side now. So from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw sort of the opposite. So from here, I'm going to curve up, and then I'm going to pull this back down. Do a little overlap, up, and pull this back down. Then do another overlap, and pull this up. And then this is going to get pulled in with a curve that goes behind that tail. Now let's finish off the bottom part of the belly. So this part of the belly is going to come around and it's going to continue this way. So it's basically a curve that goes around behind that arm. Let's draw the back arm here. So essentially it's just going to be one big sort of curve. So we're going to start right about here. I'm going to draw a curve for the front of the arm. Then I'll round up the end and curve up. I'm going to round up this end and then just pull this right into the body like so. We're going to have to draw those 4 little fingers here as well. So we're going to start at the end here, draw 2 lines coming in towards each other, and just close it off with a line. I'm going to work my way backwards, so just making sure that I have enough space here. So there's 2, I'll do 1 this way, 3, and then 1 final one. I'm just going to have to turn this a little bit forward. You can see that I'm slowly turning the fingers as I get towards the back. Okay, so now that we have that, we can start getting into the details. So let's start with the one on the top of the head. So this big ring here with things that stick out from it. So we start with the center part. So you're going to have to imagine an oval sort of tucked in behind this head. So you're only going to see a portion of it. So starting at the top, I'm going to round out and just sort of draw an oval sort of squished in. From here, we're going to have to make this twice as thick, but you're going to have to stop halfway to fit in the little bars that stick out. So from the front, we'll curve around like so, and then I'm going to come down at an angle. I'm going to make this twice as thick, so I'm going to curve around again. Now we're going to take this line and make it twice as wide, like so. This line is going to curve around that oval all the way to the top of the head, like so. From this corner, we're going to pull it out, and we're going to tuck this underneath that mouth area. We're going to make this twice as thick again, so we're going to go up in an angle. Now we're going to trim around this line here, so that's twice as thick as well. Okay, so we got that. Let's draw in the circles on the top of the head here. So this one, we draw another oval, sort of similar to this, but we're going to have to leave the end open. So starting at the top, we'll curve around and back up again. From this point, we're going to have to curve this behind the back. Then make that twice as thick and just pull that to the back there. We're going to have a little oval right here. There's a tiny little one right over here beside it. So we'll leave that like so. And then now we're going to have to draw in some details around the hand. So just similar to what we did with the head, we're going to have to do that here. So we're going to start with an oval first. So start with a big oval starting at the top, curving around. It's almost like a circle, it's a little bit stretched out, like so. From here we're going to draw 2 lines coming down towards the fingers, but the top is going to be closed off. So starting on the side, on the left, we're going to go up and come down on the right. From here we're going to draw, it looks like a little zigzag here, so a line coming out. Let's do the side on the right as we go angling out again, and then straight into the fingers, like this. Now we're going to have to make this twice as thick, so we're going to go up and just sort of follow that same line all the way. You don't want to close that off, you want to leave it open. So going up on the sides, like this, and now we're going to close off the bottom here. So closing off the bottom, and then there's 2 little things that come out of the fingers. It kind of looks like an H. So starting here, we're going to go up and then come down. On this side, we're going to do the opposite way. We're going to go up and towards each other. From these 2 points, we're going to connect it with a straight line, and then now all we have to do is just sort of trace that side inside, just like so. So we got that. Let's draw the same thing on this back hand, so on the back opposite of this side. So we're going to draw an oval starting at the top, coming around, and then back up again. So again, we're going to start on the side here. We're going to make this circle twice as thick, and leaving the bottoms open. We're going to go out an angle on both sides, curve out, and then right into the fingers. And then again, we're going to make that twice as thick. So just tracing along, and then just close off the bottom. And then we're going to make that little H here. So we're going to go up and curve in. On this side, we're going to curve up and in to connect those 2 lines, and then draw almost like a little box at the bottom there. Okay, so we got that. Let's get into a little bit of detail on the body. So right here where the fin is, I'm going to curve a line right in behind that arm. It's a little detail. So we're going to make that twice as thick, going up. And then from this point, it's going to go all the way up to that point, like so. From here, there's a little outline, so we're going to go up here, follow the side of the back, all the way back, and we're going to curve right into behind that fin, and make that twice as thick. And there's 2 little rectangles in the back as well, so we're going to go up, down at an angle, and then just thicken that up, and do one more beside that. Going across, and then up. This back fin is going to need a little bit of detail too, so I'm going to just draw that little stripe like I did on this side here. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Primal Kyogre from Pokemon. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Please give us a like and share this with your friends. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.